It has been done. We are in the Premier League. After heartache, agony, getting relegated to League One, bouncing back, we have finally made it to the promised land of the Premier League. And now we go forth to try and win it. Okay, I think you're getting a bit too far ahead of yourself there, mate. Yeah, you're right. Let's have a look at the new players that will help us to try and stay in the Premier League. JJLozzer, a left back, signed for free. And I think I've just realised I call him Diego Alonso throughout the entirety of the episode, so if I do, then that's my bad. Liam Delap, a striker, signed from Bayern Munich for £14.2 million. Jurrien Timber, a centre-back, signed for £28.6 million, and Callum Connolly from Fiorentina. And he's also the twin brother of Quinton Timber. And finally, Tyreek Bakinson, a centre midfielder from Bristol City, signed for £3.5 million. In terms of transfers out, our left back Castro, he's left us for RB Salzburg for a fee of £15 million. Iago Barrios has left the club on loan for Athletic Bilbao. Dimitri Mitchell has joined Anderlecht for £2 million. Lewis Dunlop has joined Almeria on loan. Benjamin Obasanjo has joined FC Metz on loan. Our winger Kolodziej, whose first name I definitely haven't forgot, has joined Southampton on loan. Daniel Okara has joined Leeds on loan for the season. And finally, Guilherme Borges has left the club. He has signed for Norwich for a fee of £3.85 million. Well, after all that, I think it's time for us to start our Premier League adventure, don't you? Our first game of the season sees us at home at Bloomfield Road, and our first game in the Premier League sees us take on Everton. We start off in the 20th minute with Nathan Patterson giving a ball to Delap. Delap to Quinton Timber, who gets it into the box, but it's just behind Joe Gelhardt and he can't direct it towards the goal. And now we're all the way into the second half already with Jonathan Akone giving it to Lo Celso, and Akone gets it back again. He crosses it into the box. It's cleared away by Hamida, only as far as Isco. Saka gets a shot in, and it finds its way through to Angel Correa, but Bachmann gets down and makes the save. It's the 78th minute, Nathan Patterson with a ball over the top, looking for Brandon Barker. Barker heads it down for Jerry Yates, who has a go, and Pickford at full stretch tips it wide. Corner is whipped in by Ahmad. It meets the head of Delap, and Pickford again is there to save it. We're into the 84th minute now, and Isco is dispossessed by Jerry Yates, and it's found its way to Liam Delap, who's got space to run into. It's Liam Delap! He puts it into the bottom corner, and for some reason the replays have been skipped. I did not touch a button to skip the replays. But we do get the win on our first game back in the Premier League, a 1-0 win over Everton. It's a brilliant result, not the greatest of performances, but a brilliant result for our first game back. We go to a stadium that we've already played at in this series already. We're at the Emirates and we're taking on Arsenal. Starting off in the 26th minute and okay then, we're 1-0 down. 38th minute now, and Arsenal on the ball again with Diop, and he plays it through to Fabian, who is looking for his second. His first shot is blocked, his second shot is saved by Bachmann. It's the second half now in the 48th minute with Alonso playing the ball to Gelhardt. It's a brilliant ball through to Delap, and Bernardoni makes the save. And not long after now, Ahmad retrieves the ball from the Arsenal player, and he keeps on going, and he keeps on going. We're in the 54th minute, he plays the ball through to Delap, who has another go, and that is a very unconvincing save from Bernardoni, but he got it wide nonetheless. Into the 84th minute, and Sambi Lokonga on the ball for Arsenal sees the run of Gonçalves. He plays it inside to Guiri, and that's a fantastic save from Theo Bachmann. He's keeping us in this game right now. 87th minute, Fabian plays through Gonçalves, and that's another brilliant save from Bachmann. It's kind of just a bit of a shame that all these saves are for nothing really, as Fabian is played through by Guiri. Bachmann makes another save, but it's now too late to go and get an equaliser. Arsenal have a corner, it's the 91st minute. Yeah, we've lost. Carabao Cup time and another familiar opponent in West Brom, but we are going to simulate this one and see if we can get through to the next round. We do with a 2-1 win. Now here's the first real proper test of the season, Chelsea at home. Well, that's not a good start, is it? We're now into the 31st minute and it's only going to get worse. Mason Mount slots it home, it's 2-0 to Chelsea. And now it's 3-0 to Chelsea. Kai Havertz It's 4-0 to Chelsea. But now we could actually have an attack on our hands here with Amad Diallo. He finds himself on the left-hand side. He's got past Reece James. He gets a cross in towards Liam Delap. And we do get a goal back. 73rd minute. We get a goal back. Liam Delap scores again. It's 4-1. And then Pulisic scores and it's 5-1 to Chelsea. I don't really think I need to show you anymore. We've got 3 league games and a cup game in this month of January. We've got West Ham away, Burnley at home, Leicester away, and in the Carabao Cup we've got Port Vale at home. And I know it may seem stupid to play that game as one of the played games when I've got 3 league games I can just play. That's my club right there. That's the club that I support, so I am playing that game. But here we go then. We're straight into it then this time. West Ham away from home. We're off to the London Stadium. Let's see if we can just perform a little bit better, because even though we may have won a game, the performances in all 3 games have not been that great. So let's see if we can actually be in the game a bit more. Whoa, there's bubbles everywhere. I am yet to play at the London Stadium in an actual career mode game. This is new to me. There are bubbles everywhere. What the flip? It almost looks like we're playing in the middle of space and they're all like stars. Gomez with the strike. Whoa, that was quite close. Bachmann was definitely flapping at that one a bit. What a ball from Blanco. Gelhardt! No! That was such a good ball from Antonio Blanco as well. That deserved more at the end. Oh, that's a poor pass. And Timber lays it off. It's Amad Diallo! Bruh. And there we go. It's a 0-0 draw away at the London Stadium. It's better than no points. We've got 1 point. Was a rubbish game though, let's be real. To make us feel a little bit better though, we've got more points than Chelsea and the same amount as Manchester City after 4 games, so that's good I guess. Here's a transfer that we'll go through in January. Josh Bowler will be leaving the club in January and he is heading off to Anderlecht, which is exactly where Dimitri Mitchell also went. Now I do remember getting a comment in a few episodes, like I think when we were in League One, I had this comment in one of those episodes saying that play Josh Bowler against Fulham when you play against Fulham because he scored the winner against them. Unfortunately, in every season since then, we've managed to avoid Fulham. Last season, they were in the Premier League and we were in the Championship. This season, we're in the Premier League and they're in the Championship. So, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. But I will play him at some point. He'll probably play in the Cup game. Here we go then. Blackpool against Burnley. A bit of a localish derby in a way. It's northwest. We're going to simulate this one. This is the game we're going to simulate in this portion of the episode. We're going to quick sim it. We're probably going to lose. Yeah, we lost. I don't know who IKS is, but I mean, sure. But here we go then. This is the cup game we're going to play. Carabao Cup, Blackpool against Port Vale. Again, I'm only really playing this because, well, I mean, Port Vale is my club. So I've got to play it, haven't I? And it's a very, very rotated team. 11 changes from the last game. I've recalled Jonathan Vaness from his loan at Nantes because after selling Castro, I completely forgot that I only had 1 left back in Alonso, and I have Okara and Vaness out on loan. So I've recalled Jonathan Vaness to let Okara grow more. Let's go. Let's see if we can win this. I'll be a bit annoyed if we don't, I'll be honest. Hopefully this can instill a bit of confidence into the team as well. If we get a decent win here, hopefully we should be able to outperform them really. If we get a decent win, you know, fingers crossed, we might actually, like, you know, get a bit of a run going, get a bit of momentum. Jerry Yates lifting the ball over the top. Barbosa was lurking. Here is Brewer. Looking for, who is it? Bowler. I keep forgetting who's out on the left. Bowler gets the cross in. Barker was never going to win a header anyway. Brewer does. It comes back for Brandon Barker, who hits one. It's hit Amos, but Brandon Barker gets the rebound, and we have a goal. Brandon Barker scores to make it 1-0 to Blackpool. And really, that should be happening anyway. Not Barker scoring, but obviously us taking the lead. Great header from Bakinson. Here we go, Yates. Yates. He's got it. Has he got it? He has. Jerry Yates plays it across. That's not where I wanted to go. Josh Bowler. Bakinson. Brilliant control. Brilliant goal. Tyreek Bakinson. What a hit. What control. And he makes it 2-0. What a goal that is by the standing captain for this game. Again, it's a great block from the defender, but Bakinson, 1 touch, 2 touch, bang. That did not touch the ground. Great tackle from Hamida. Bakinson playing through Barbosa. Oh, Aidan Stone gets his foot to it, and it's away. Jerry Yates plays it to James Brewer. Great ball through for Barker, and Aidan Stone again with a save. That was lovely play. It's just not letting me select anyone decent. I was trying to select Hamida there, but it just wouldn't let me do it. And Port Vale have a goal back through Brad Walker. At least it should be Brad Walker. It is. I was trying to select Hamida, but because he's not the closest player to the ball, it wasn't selecting him. It was selecting someone who was behind the person running. Oh my God, that's what screwed me over there. Great ball from Wilson to Proctor, and I don't know what Bazunu was doing in the goal. Did he take a deflection? No. It hit Bazunu in the face. It didn't hit Bazunu at all. Now I know I signed Bazunu off the back of a suggestion in January last year, and I expected him to be my first choice goalkeeper, but he just wasn't performing. So you put Backman in for a few games, and now you see why I made Backman my first choice keeper. It's going to be Barker to whip it in. It's Delap underneath it, and Liam Delap has his goal now. He's the son of a former Stoke player, and he's scored against Port Vale. It's 3-1. I nearly said 3-0. I'd forgot the Vale had even scored. Barker to whip it in. Delap's going to be underneath it again, and it's a carbon copy just from the other side. Liam Delap gets a second goal, and it's 4-1. That's a ball and a half from Worrell to Jake Taylor, and Jake Taylor's in, and Bazunu weirdly catches it. I think he did about 5 animations at once there. There we go, it's full time. We advance through to the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup, and maybe this is the cup where we go on the cup run this year. Who knows? Let's see. It's the final game of this episode, and we take on Leicester City at the King Power Stadium. They've got a decent looking team, but fingers crossed we can overrun that and actually, you know, get a decent result. Let's do this. Let's go. Diallo's going to whip this one in, and I'm going to put it right on the penalty spot where Liam Delap is waiting. He's at the crossbar. My controller's battery level is low, and we've somehow come away with that without scoring. Yuri and Timber. I had to try it. Backman's come so far out to try and meet that. He's still missed it again. Quinton Timber with the challenge. That was so much more panicky than it should have been. Alonso, good tackle. Here he goes, Gelhardt. He's got space here. I think I'm going to have to shoot with Gelhardt. Yes, I do have to shoot with Gelhardt. And Joe Gelhardt scores! Yes! Oh, yes, what a goal. Poor mistake at the back by Leicester. Well, I mean, it wasn't that much of a mistake. It was a great tackle by Alonso. Gelhardt, though, was left in way too much space. And we've got the lead, yes! Urian, yes. Nice. Here we go. We come away with it again with Brandon Barker. He's got Gelson Martins chasing him, but Martins has been on for the whole game. And Brandon Barker has only been on the pitch for a few minutes. Gets the cross in. Gelhardt went for the volley, and Zinchenko heads back to Schmeichel, but it doesn't matter. We've got another win. Another 1-0 win. Yes! We've managed to go to the King Power and shock the Leicester fans. We've come away with a 1-0 win. Brilliant stuff. And at the end of this episode, we sit in 13th in the table. Man City have only played 5, everyone else has played 6, but that's fine. But 13th, 7 points from 6 games, 2 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. Not a bad start, if you ask me. Anyway, that is going to end off this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you like what you see and you want to see more. And if you don't want to miss a video, hit that little bell next to the subscribe button, and you'll get a notification whenever I upload. But until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching, and peace.